In 1935, during the Great Depression, arguably one of the darkest moments in history, hidden behind the rubble of painful memories, during a time where hope felt like nothing more than a figment of the imagination, in the bathroom of historic Clifton's cafeteria, there lied what's known as the light that never dies. And in 2012, 77 years later, a small neon lamp, still burning, still bright, still doing what it was created to do. Somehow, unaffected by the sight of depression and disaster, the light never died. And this is not the only light that has stayed alive for longer than imagined. There is another light that has been burning before the foundation of the world had been laid. This light is a light that pierces through the darkness, paving a golden path wherever it travels for the gospel to be unraveled. From the small town church in Louisville, Kentucky, to the trading room on Delisle Street, to the stay-at-home mom raising her crew of two, to the small child living on the streets of Lesotho desperately searching for food. I think about Angasa in rural Asia, who lost both her father and her mother within the span of 2 years. How do you comfort a child when in the blink of a moment what was once good is now gone and there is no control over the outcome of her life? See, this is the very moment in Angasa's journey where the light fights to make its presence known, and with boldness, like Ezekiel, resuscitating her dead soul in dry bones that were gasping for light, and like an inhaler, breathing life back into all that was barren, because the light never dies. I think of 13-year-old Poco, born to the king of an African village where idols earned their worship, held captive by the lie of a God who was insufficient, until a day her spirit was awakened to the word made alive. And because of that four-letter word, hope, strung through the lumens of his light, it was only a matter of time before Poco, her father, and the entire village were emancipated from the darkness that thought it would win, because the light never dies. And these are stories of only a fraction of the 2 billion children who have experienced God's word through one hope. And it doesn't end here. Together, we can share the light of the gospel with the next generation. See, this light was passed down like a baton in a relay race after Jesus' final breath. This was the beginning of the greatest plot twist in humanity, as this light was not only emitted into our bodies, it compelled us to share it with other bodies, with everybody, with little bodies in this dim world. See, this is the practical and the prophetic, where God's word collides through the DNA of you and I, flowing into the apple of his eye, because hope knows no boundaries or barricades. It beckons to be known by the heart of humanity with no strings attached. It outlives generations and hangs onto legacy, reverberating throughout all of eternity. See, we are to be like a tree that catches fire and ignites the surrounding vegetation until the entire forest is engulfed in flames, illuminating the Father, as bright as the beacon of hope. For it may become the light unto a path a child has never seen or known, hope where they have never known hope, joy where sadness has been their banner, and faith where doubt has ruled and reigned. May we stay faithful to the calling, because after all, it is true, the light never dies.